Ooh. Welcome back to Alone at Peace, touching lives around the world, motivated, inspired. We about to make some want to make some food, break our fast. And I need to talk to y'all about something. I need to talk to y'all. I gotta talk to y'all about some things. I gotta talk to y'all about some things. I need to talk to y'all about some things. What it is, man? We doing good. I ain't gonna lie. We doing good at full. I need to talk to y'all about some things. So I'm about to break my fast. Y'all know I got the new job, but y'all don't know a lot of the major details. Now, also, I want to let y'all know it's gonna be some added moderators. Um, and what day is it? Today is in the next probably Monday. Probably starting Monday, either Monday or Tuesday, we're gonna start adding some moderators. You feel me? Either Monday or Tuesday, we're gonna start adding some moderators. Um, I really want to wait until at least one blue name jump in here to get into the big topics. The big topics. So we're gonna vibe for a little second. We're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's up. But how's everybody doing? Guess that's a good question. How's everybody doing? Now I know I don't normally be live at this time on Saturday, so I don't know how the algorithm is gonna act. It tends to try to send people to you at the same times that you normally, your normal schedule is. I've been well. I've been well. Shit, I guess I can give you some details before really get jumping off in here. New job. I think you already know that, right or wrong. Think you already know I got the new job. But yeah, if you didn't know, um, I got the new job. I got a new job. However, when I was in the process of getting this new job, I asked my employer for recommendation between this new job and another job. There was a possibility. And they tried to pretty much tell me go to the other job, not this one. Now that I'm in this one, I see why. Now that I'm in this one, I see why. So this new job I got is a gold mine. Straight up a gold mine. Yeah, I'm saying keeping 1,000. My new job has the potential to make me what both of my jobs was just making me. What it is, Mr. Unstoppable, Unpredictable. It has the potential to make me what both my jobs was making me. So now my morning job, I have to let it go. You'll hear more about that in the video I'm about to drop. Um, but my nighttime job, I limited my availability to just the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, you know, limited my availability to just the weekends. So I can know that when I'm getting scheduled there, I'm getting scheduled to get some real money and maximize myself. At the end of the day, things been shaky, things been shady, so it's like I'm not going to sacrifice when things are shaky, shady. So we're in a beautiful situation. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, hopefully they don't try to cause any problems for me. But if they do, no worries. We're in a pretty good position. Also, I don't even know a lot of the newcomers, y'all don't even know this, but I'm in an active lawsuit with a former employer. See, y'all probably had no idea about that. Y'all probably thinking, how many jobs this nigga? Listen, I'm one of them people that go and go for it. I really go for it. John Jones, Anthony Edwards, damn, I'm everybody. Everybody. So I'm one of the people who really go and go for it. So yeah, I've worked, I mean, at some different places. So the one I'm in a lawsuit with, Um, immense pressure is on them. I'm gonna put that out there. It's immense pressure. It's immense pressure. They trying to throw me some. They trying to throw me some. It's a beautiful time to be alive, and the time to be alive and beautiful as always. They trying to throw some at me. See, I don't really know if I can disclose too much information, but what they trying to throw at me, I'm gonna just say that. You know what I mean? But my back end is covered. My back end is covered. My front end is covered. All of my ends is covered to the point where if the worst case scenario came, which my worst case scenario isn't that bad, and the employer that I reduced my hours at wanted to trip and say, screw you. We've been trying to screw you all along. You checkmated. Um, and we just don't like that you have a good life and you've set yourself up in a good position. And they try to get rid of me. Uh, one, I'm gonna, if that happens, I'll sue them too. The reason why it's not, man, listen, believe it or not, I got some I got some documented things that, you know what I'm saying, would be would give me a favorable lawsuit if they made that happen. You know what I mean? Naturally it's a benefit to them to keep me, uh not just because of that, but also including because of that reason. So I don't expect that to happen. But sometimes people just get so egoic that they just, you know what I mean, they just want to get themselves, yeah, I mean, spanked, unfortunately. But I don't believe that's gonna happen. Thought I was rapping. Yeah, I'm Shammy doing my thing. That's my catchphrase. That's a fact. I don't have no roaches in here. So we looking to really be in a position to really hey, can I get I gotta keep going. Can I keep going? We in position to ball. Can I tell you that? Or is that too much information? We in position to ball. And I mean ball. And I mean ball hard university type shit. We in position to really ball. And I love that. I really do love that, clearly. I'm about brother nine. But we in position to ball, like ball. You see, you don't see no bugs. You talking crazy. So it's a beautiful time to be alive and a time to be alive. It's just this another one of those instances where I'll tell you, having good karma and being a good person, it really pays out. Thank you. I appreciate that compliment. So be a good person. Stack up your good karma points. Because the reality is, while you're being a good person, you have to learn to have belief in that what comes to being a good person. Because you will be tested. It's not going to come all right away. But recognize that you being a good person is putting positive energy out into the world, and somebody needs that. I got moderators off of something. Nah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm making some new moderators start Monday too. A couple new. I'm thinking about throwing your name in that hat. You've been a real one. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about throwing your name in that hat. You know what I mean? Mm, mm. What's up, James? How you doing? Mm, mm, this is good. Mm, 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 mm. Typical. What's up, James? What's typical? Breaking my fast. What's typical? Mm, Mm. Tell me what's typical, brother. Feel like there's nothing typical going on here. Nah, brother. Mods don't pay their way. Listen, when we get to the point where we monetize, we're gonna have memberships for people who want to contribute financially to the channel. People gonna be able to do super chats. Mods at this channel tend to be the most common faces I see in chat. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason for that is because if you spend a lot of time in this space, it got to be healthy for your mentality. So I want to give you a position of, some type of control so you can control your environment, Girlfriend out of town again, y'all. Should be back tonight, though. But she out of town again. This fire. Gluten-free ravioli. She not over your house. What's up, Isaac? This fast was just about 17 and a half hours. Just about 17 and a half. I'm glad you're getting back from the hospital. I wish you a speedy recovery, my brother. Feels good to be home. I'm in the crib. Joe, how you doing? Oh, you just made some lasagna. You a cook? You know how to cook? You a chef? You a cook? Or you just throwing down for the throwdown? How you doing, my friend? Nah, this ain't from the restaurant. This from the grocery store. I've had restaurant ravioli though. Well, food truck ravioli. It was a food truck that used to be a restaurant. I'll tell you one thing. They ravioli. I don't remember. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. It was good. It was good. It was good. Pasta definitely hit. I've been putting that weight on. I ain't done though. I'm getting more healthy by the day. 5-day fast was your longest. Mine was a 7-day water fast. I don't play any sports. Um, I have played sports, but right now I exercise for fitness. Make sure I get in average of 20K plus steps a day. Um, eat well, live well, fast well. Pause. Look well, eat well, fast well, and exercise well. As a linebacker, I think I'm more of a safety. I could be a safety. Now I live with my girlfriend. What's up, Emily? I live with my girlfriend. My girlfriend. My girlfriend. I don't even know Diddy like that for Diddy to be missing me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's up, Spiders? What's up, Emily? Yeah, breaking this fast. I'm feeling good, man. It's a beautiful time to be alive. What type of day y'all been having? Hopefully everybody been having a beautiful day. Kind of look like Young and Ace. Damn, you had a Diddy Genie, huh? I don't have no heart. Who, me? You don't think I got no heart? Let me think about it. My heart beating. Yeah, it was a little mission getting this open. You think so? Thank you. I appreciate that, bub. Job been treating me well. I ain't gonna lie. The job has been treating me pleasantly. You know, for the first time in life, I feel like I'm moving into a position where I can really just say, I got things under control. Yep, yep. But I do have to brag just a little, not necessarily brag. I know what I'll be humble. I won't brag. But yes, I am. You hate it? Why you hate it? What state you live in? Oh, you in Vegas? I mean, people can be arseholes. Um, but that really depends. Like, I mean, it can be. But hey, as long as they paying. No, I don't do any drugs. I don't do any drugs or consume any alcohol. I'm a sobrano. I am a sobrano. Some people say, people like me, sobranos are boring, but I'm full of enthusiasm and I have good energy levels. You know what I mean? So I don't think I'm boring, but I am a sobrano. You know? How about you, my friend? Makes you smile on a normal day? It's hard not to smile when I come across other people. Just in general, it's hard not to smile. Natural inclination for me. Um, Recently, my happiness has been fueled by like my hard work. My hard work and my decision making um coming to fruition. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually coming into a place where I'm looking at it like where I'm finally looking at it and I'm able to see like I'm developing as a person and I'm developing comfort to the point where the old me is no longer no longer affecting who I am today. The old scenarios, the old um you know, it's no longer affecting me. Flash is absolutely not. What also makes me smile is like just whenever I think of the future, like I think of like even the near future now, like it used to be the far future, but even the near future, I'm like things are really stacking and getting better and better and better. And I'm just feeling like I'm gaining more options just, with what to do with my time, what to do with my life. And it feels good, especially coming from like what I come from. Am I into crypto? Do I trade stocks? I exchange currencies currently. Will I get into crypto? Will I get into stocks? I can tell you this year will be the year where I definitely get heavier into exchanges. You know what I mean? I will be doing more investing, yes, this year for sure. And being as I started with currencies and I've been very successful. I've been very successful with currencies, especially recently, like the last year or two. Um, I would say that I expect to when I branch out. I'm 29. When I branch out into like stocks and crypto, I think I'm gonna do some I think I'm gonna do some good things. I think I'm gonna have some good results. But in currencies right now, I have a pretty good projection, a pretty high projection. So right now I'm still loading that. But when I load that account, when I load my currencies account, um that's when we're gonna start educating ourselves in other directions. Right now is the best time to get into crypto. Everything's at all-time lows, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best time. You know what I mean? Things could be scaling lower, things could be scaling higher, but you don't necessarily know. I would say we're going into the summer, and maybe on the other end of the summer, it might be a better time to really gauge things. Enjoy the last year of my 20s. How? What should I do? Chilling, Lindsay. How you doing? it's crazy because like this is the last year of my 20s. However, um, I can't say that I've aged in my 20s. I'm not single. I have a girlfriend. I'm from the United States of America. Uh, no more 20s after this. Mm, You're right. I am I appreciate every day in life. Um my 20s, I guess at this point I can say I've went as planned. My big goal for my 20s was to get into the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Get into the right direction, learn myself, learn what I wanted, and to position myself in the right direction. And I've learned a lot in my 20s, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, everyone's valuable. Everyone's to be valued, but at the end of the day, some people want different for their life, and you may want different for your life. You have to value what you want for your life, be honest, be forward. Um, and accept the fact that what you want for your life, you're gonna navigate, you're gonna put in the energy and the effort towards that, and so are other people. So you have to really you have to be mature. You know, you have to think maturely about things. You can't be too emotionally tied. S- Shout out to Mary Mungia. Bro, I just watched a lot of your shorts. You look high as fucking every single one. I don't believe you are a sober man. Hard to believe. I'm sober. I started being sober in November. So it's been a while actually. We're going into April. So I've been sober for about 5 months. Um, However, I have celiac disease and I've had some gluten troubles and relapses that I'm even currently detoxing and stuff. God bless you as well. You stay safe. Make sure everybody smash the like button, subscribe, post notifications. We on the road to 2K. Really, we hoping to be able to go and run it up past 2K in April. That's the real goal. However, we have 1,100 something, so we're on the road to 1,500. Let's call it that. But yeah, I'm completely sober, and I think I'll be sober for the rest of my life. You know, I'm in control of that, and I'm pretty sure I might just be sober for the rest of my life. Um, I've been in positions where life hasn't been the greatest, and life's getting better. Yeah, I'm detoxing from gluten. Life has been getting better, and just giving myself a gut detox in general. Life has been getting better, and I want to remain conscious and be able to really soak in everything in life. I also don't want to have a slip or a lapse where I'm unconscious or I'm not sober and I allow myself to slip down the slope, you know? Because it's important for me. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's something I can finally like really think about. But my life has had, yes, gut health and mental health go hand in hand. Trust me, I've learned that. It's literally hand in hand. It's crazy. It does. It's so much hand in hand. It's almost crazy. Um, but yeah, my life has been I have to give myself a pat on the back. My life has been full of a lot of challenges. I'm not perfect. But I do know I have a good heart. I'm less naive than I used to be. but I'm still good-hearted, kind-hearted. And I put in the effort. I put in the effort, and I really can tell you all, like, if you really sincerely put in the effort, life can open up for you. Thank you for the compliment. Speak more unconscious and not unconscious. I mean, when you're not sober, you're not in the same level of awareness as when you are sober. And I don't want to have a hazy memory of this time period in my life. I want to be able to remember what's going on. I want to be able to download and really feel the moments right now, because this phase of my life that I'm in right now is allowing me to really get accustomed to what is peace. You know what I mean? And I need to soak in the peace because I've been in chaotic environments, chaotic situations, not knowing what to expect tomorrow situations. So I want to be conscious. I want to be conscious and aware, be able to soak into this. I don't smell like lotion. I don't even use lotion. Come on, Darius. Come on, brother. You better than that, brother. You know you better than that. Remember, blessings and curses come out of these. That's a compliment. Okay. Well, thank you. But I use coconut oil. Blessings and curses come out of these lips we use, out of these vocal cords we use. And what goes around comes around. Please. Blessings, blessings, blessings. I hope all is well for you as well. I ain't gonna lie. I looked at it today and I'm like, man, I'm in an extraordinarily blessed position right now because see, like me, I was about to leave a lot of money on the table, keeping my full schedule at my one job, and then they played with me. And they had no reason to play with me, but now I see that God had a reason. God had a reason because what it's enabled me to do has now put more money in my pockets and made that job really just extra. It's extra money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was extra money anyways, but it's made it like low key, I'm working less there now, and it's stretching me. It's stretching me north, you know, much north of my my yearly goal, income goal. So I can't be mad at that at all. Davis from AMP, nah. Yeah, I'm in position to utilize the time better on my weekdays. More content creation. I know y'all done seen these videos that been coming out. Expect more. If y'all like the videos, make sure y'all smash the like button. Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate that. Give me some feedback in the comments. But you already know we're gonna keep up the live streams as well. It's a beautiful time to be alive, and the time to be alive and beautiful. And we are in the process of building and developing a beautiful community on this platform. And everything's going in the right direction. I don't typically shave my armpits, no. I did. I have one time in my life got my armpits waxed. Um, and that was because my girlfriend, she pretty much said I was scared to get them waxed. And clearly they still haven't grown back. I was mad yesterday. What I was mad about yesterday. Hey, I embraced the little engine that could. I embraced that. I think I can. I think I can. Real. That be in my head all day. I did run out of ice cream. I had to go get some more. I was actually expecting my appetite to be bigger than what it is. I just ate them gluten-free raviolis. I was expecting to check out this place down the street, grab a little something from it. I mean, if I get hungry later, I might. but I'm not hungry right now at all. I'm from Maryland. That's where I'm from. I live in Cali though. Man, it's been a good day. I never have Saturday PMs off. Today is my first Saturday PM off. No cow, nor cow. It's too crazy the traffic. See, that's why I tell you this, right? If you're gonna live in California, live where it's at. You know what I mean? Like, see, me personally, I don't need a vehicle. And I would definitely where I'm at, I'm like, bruh, make it make sense. Like, I'm blessed in that matter. I don't need a vehicle. Oh, you in the Bay? Hell of a spot to be. From the nicest, from the nicest part of Maryland to the Bay. Yes, sir. Oh, I do remember I was heated yesterday. Woo! I was heated yesterday. Yeah, no, I didn't look through the whole situation, Kelly. And I'm like, I'ma be this a blessing actually. You know me, of course listen. Play with my money. So I changed my availability. Now I'm only available on the weekends at night. And that's perfect. Now I didn't open up my availability at my other spot. You know what I mean? And at the other spot I'm available at nights now. So I give y'all some details. Like when it comes to tips wise, at this spot I'm at, right? This new spot. It's between 200 and about 250 and 350 on weekday mornings there. Um on weekend mornings, it's like it's like a night shift there. Night shift there in general is between like 4 and 6. So do the math. Just me switching my availability from morning a few days to night a few days. It's like a 600 $400 to $600 difference. Yeah, I mean, just like that. No, I just left my last day at my breakfast spot is tomorrow. I'm in the Bay. I try not to be too I don't try to tell people where I'm at, but I'm not in Sacramento. I already said too much. But I live in the north. Nice goatee beer. You like it? Thank you. I appreciate you subscribing. I feel like I'm decent at cartwheels. You know what I mean? For a first timer, I'm gonna get right real soon. I'm gonna have the free time to get right, like to get real right with my cartwheels. And I'm gonna put the effort in, I'm gonna put the work in. It was fun. Your area just appreciate it. You already know your area stay up. Stand up. Stand up. And I'm trying to get, you know what I mean? Like as we run it up a little bit, run it up a bit more when I'm bouncing my schedule around, when I'm bouncing my I invest in stuff like that. I do a lot of stuff. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying. I mean, I'm really an entrepreneur type deal, you know what I'm saying? Vallejo, not quite Vallejo. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm where them folks with them dollar bills at. Where I'm at, everywhere around here, all the cribs cost north of whatever number you thinking. You just say that. There's plenty folks who can fight from the burbs. Embrace that. I appreciate you, bro. Listen, I am certainly in the suburbs. I'm a suburban man. You know what I'm saying? All in and all out. But I do feel like it's important to like be honest and tell the truth about, who I am and where I'm from because I think it's important for other people from environments like where I'm from to understand that it's up to them. to change they demeanor, they life, they outlook on life, their expectations from life. Because when it's all said and done, like even right now, continuing the trajectory, and continuing the trajectory where it seems my life is headed, this ain't something that, I mean, obviously, you know what I mean, growing up as naive kids, we are like, man, I'm gonna be able to do this in my life, this. But I'm gonna be real, like as reality started to set in, I felt like I was only gonna be able to live a decent life if I went to the NBA, bro, or if I became a rapper. And I thought becoming a rapper was gonna be easier than what it was really gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And I didn't count on the possibility of having injuries when it came to like basketball, things of that nature. So I like to really tell people like the real, you know what I'm saying? Because it's more like I didn't do this and I haven't done anything in a way where people know of this route. This route, I had to find this route, this lane that I'm in. I really had to find it. Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, for me, it's been a yellow brick road. Some soft background music. I need a remote for my TV. I need a remote for my TV. Hold up. Is this a remote for my TV? Let me find out. Oh, let me find out. Let me find out. Let me find out. This is a remote for my TV. But now I have another question. Oh, this shit don't work. It just turned the TV on. Ain't that some shit? Ah, fuck. It just turns the TV on. It don't even turn it off. Oh, it turned it off too. But let me try again. Let me try again. I know it turns it on and off, but it don't let me like control the TV from it. Let me see if I can talk. Can I talk to it? Can't talk to it. Yeah, see, I gotta get another remote for this, so I gotta use my phone as the remote to like control the screen type shit. Corny, corny, but yeah, unfortunate. But we'll get that in motion too. Don't worry. April is coming up. That's really when this crib will get completely settled. Yeah, I mean, this crib is not even really all the way settled yet, but April coming, crib's gonna get completely settled. Gonna get all the little extra things we need. We need a lamp for at night and stuff like that. Watching my old videos, I got good energy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sure. It's only getting better. Only getting better. But as this place gets more settled, we get some lamps. We get some lights too. We'll have some little lights, light activities going on, and we'll set it up to where we can play some soft music in the background, during the live streams, things of that nature. Um, it's on the part in the process. April is really gonna be a month where I can throw it all out there, and then soon as April ends or shit, even in the middle parts of April, um, I'm gonna be updating the wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? Which is only important because I'm gonna make a Instagram as well. I just made the TikTok for this channel. The TikTok is at to whom this concerns. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have no followers on there other than my girlfriend. But if y'all want to follow the TikTok, go ahead and do that. I'm figuring out TikTok. Still in the process of figuring out TikTok and figuring out what I want to post, what type of stuff I want to post on TikTok. But she run it up, run up the socials. We're gonna run that up. We're gonna run up the Instagram, and we're gonna run this up. This is gonna be the platform. No, I don't smoke at all. This is gonna be the platform where at least the majority of the live streams happens on, if not all. This is gonna be the platform where the videos happen. TikTok is gonna be more short content, you know what I'm saying? More short related content, you feel me? I think that's the best way to go about it. And yeah, it's a beautiful time to be alive and a time to be alive and beautiful. I really don't know what to do. All right. Take a little nap here shortly, to be honest. I think I'm gonna take a little nap because I really don't know what to do with my Saturday night off. Like I said, if I get a little hungry, I'm gonna go ahead and go down the street and it's something I want to grab. I want to see how they food tastes. You know what I mean? My cat was chilling under the couch, is chilling under the couch. He's chilling under the couch in his little cuppy area type of spot. Chilling right next to me, but in the couch. It might be maybe it's chilly right now for him. I don't know. Or maybe he just wants some. He likes to, sit in like tight spots. Get some jerk chicken. Oh, that sound good. Chili Philly cheesesteaks. I love Philly cheesesteaks, but I'm gluten free. I have celiac. But before I knew I was celiac and I used to eat them too, ooh, that was one of my favorite things to eat. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Like life is so different over the course of this last year. Like I'm so used to my stomach always hurting, my brain always like being like clouded in brain fog, always having headaches, always having bodily pains. Like I feel like life is really like just been opening up. It's crazy. I'm 29. 29 años. 29 años. Mi amigo. See. So I'm just like getting used to life, like being better. And I'm just full of appreciation. I'm glad that we got this platform because I can see this being a fun journey, a good run, a good journey. And hopefully I'm able to touch a lot of people's lives, motivate them, inspire them. And also just show them that listen, I'm a regular person, but I'm telling y'all truthfully, in the near future, especially as the channel grows, I know it's going to be easy for people to forget that, but it's going to be constant reminders. You know what I mean? The harder life gets, the older you get. Maybe for some people it's easier. I think it's really just about depends on circumstance and situation, for sure. But I'm hoping that I go into my 30s and I'm hoping that my 30s are better and easier than my 20s. My 20s, I'll keep it 100. My 20s was hard. My 20s was hard. I am not gonna lie. Um, I think when it's all said and done, the hardest part of my life probably be like from 0 to uh maybe 15, 14, 15, maybe even like 16. And then after that, I would say my 20s for sure. Which one was harder? Probably from 0 to 15. But then my 20s was hard too. So I think that my 30s is gonna be the easiest part of my life, to be honest. At least up until this point, I think, and I believe it's gonna gradually just improve. She's out of town. She's out of town. Ooh, just enjoy life. Half the people are dead. Man, I don't have any me personally, I just have like a few family members. Outside of that, outside of that, life. You know life. Have I ever considered becoming Muslim? Even recently I have. Um, the only thing that has held me from it is I need to get into the studies a bit more. The reason is because like I'm huge on having a connection with God, the one God. You feel me? I'm so big on it, and it's like for me, I am afraid to allow religion to be an intermediate between the connection. I don't want there to be an intermediate between the connection. I just want to walk this journey and staying, connected with God. That's the important thing to me. The most important thing to me, um, is to just walk this journey and stay connected with God. Do I believe in? I believe that Yeshua HaMashiach or Yeshua or Yahshua, Yahweh. I believe that I believe that a very special, powerful, amazing being. Um, I believe that he shows the highest quality of being. But I don't know if he's God. You know what I'm saying? I would say that's something that hasn't been revealed to me. Right after y'all graduated, damn. Needs to be created by belief and dedication. That's true. What's up, Narnia? However, I have nothing but love and admiration for Yeshua. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Um it's just like for me to just read it in a book, and it's especially because the book is created by the Romans, especially like the New Testament is created by the Romans and put in effect by the Romans who didn't even like him or the other people of his bloodline. That's why it's just like I feel like I would get a pass from Yeshua. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I get a pass for being like, hey, look, I need a little bit more than the Romans who killed you and were at war with your people. To know that that's what you wanted me to know you as is, God. I have faith in God. See, that's my thing. Do I keep the Sabbath? You mean like between Friday night and Saturday night? Do I keep the Sabbath? I mean, I keep God in mind constantly every single day, but I don't take days off of work. I don't take days off of work if that's what that is. They can be separated. Exactly. Like I have complete faith in the creator, complete faith in God, and that faith is so far to the point where I believe that if it is meant by God for me to find and commit to a religion, um, and then it will happen and it will not take me away from God, seeking answers every day, praying every day. Um, however, of I'm not a supreme being, I'm not in the a place of all knowing where I can just make that decision, especially when I'm so big on being in constant communication and union with God. I don't want to just make the decision to pick up a mediator. The blood of Shem, I thought they came from the bloodline of Judah, Darius. See, that's the thing. That's why I'm not religious, is because my connection with God don't got nothing to do with fear for going to hell. I don't have nothing to do with that. Fear for going to hell. I don't have actions that should place me there. You know what I mean? I don't have actions. I don't have a heart for hell. You know what I mean? My connection with God is pure appreciation and knowing that God knows. You know what I mean? It's no objection. It's only submission to the most high. You know what I'm saying? It's only submission because it's like God knows. Like, you ever go to the professor, and fuck the professor, because God is of a higher level knowing even than your professor. But I'm not gonna go to the originator of anything and tell that person or have an opinion after that person tells me what it is. You know what I mean? It's free to do regardless of the religion. Very true. See, all of that is for God to do, you know. I had dinner, no, I had lunch. I broke my fast. I guess that is like my early dinner. Is the central Quranic principle, Surah al-Baqarah 256, stating that faith must be a free choice, not forced by coercion. Amen. Here's what I know for a fact is I love and appreciate God, and I view everything in creation as to be in creation by the will of that creator, and I seek not to have any conflict or harsh dealings with any of the creator's creations, and I seek to attain wisdom and knowledge from the creator so I can live in an upright manner. Oh, Ham, Shem, and Canaan. Oh, I see, I see. So Shem is so Judah is from the line of Shem as well, as what you're stating. I appreciate you. But no, I wouldn't lie. I would be lying if I didn't say that throughout the course of my life, especially the last maybe 7 years, there have been many instances where my walk and my path has steered towards Islam, especially in the knowing of what Islam is, submission to the most high, submission to God. That is what I do. The dietary code and restrictions, that is what I, also do. Outside of, I fast 17 to 18 hours a day. However, I didn't participate in um like I drink water during my fast, I drink water during my fast. Um, and this is just simply because, like I said, I do believe there's a time in my near future where I will have an open slate, and if it is God's will, I will be in my studies um of Islam. I'm definitely, but like I said, the thing about it is, like, that would be easier for me to adapt than Christianity. For one big simple reason is because looking at Christianity, it is, for one, a lot of Christians don't believe in God. They simply believe in Jesus, in my opinion. And then in believing in Jesus, they don't recognize that Jesus said, "Do what the Father has commanded." That's how you show that you love Jesus and God. Like, a lot of Christians kind of just bypass that. And not only that, Roman Catholics gave you Christianity. It is what it is. The Romans, and the Romans were the enemy of Jesus's bloodline, and they slew him. And 50 years later, released Christianity. So the New Testament, which is Christianity. So that's just where I am with that. I feel like that would be very. It would be against my better judgment to you know, I believe God is greater than man. I believe in a God that is not in a man's flesh. That's very true. I've read the hadiths. I have read the hadiths. Do I kill spiders, rats, or roaches that live outside your because they do have a right to live? If I had roaches in my house, I would be hitting them up with roach spray. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, Here's the thing about it. See, here's the thing. There are certain roaches that carry infections that have the potential to kill you, your infant, or certain humans. So at the end of the day, when it comes to that, I'm not, just like there's certain mosquitoes that carry malaria. So at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't feel terrible for killing roaches at all. Because I hear all sorts of stuff about this. I mean, I love to learn for people who really know. See, I've looked more into the Bible than I've looked into the Quran. So even things that I've heard about the Islamic religion, to be honest, I can't say I can't go off of what another man interpreted. I would have to read it and I would have to dive into it myself. I would have to go through the etymology the same way I did with the Bible and come to understand what's actually being said to me myself before I really like what you hear about a religion is 9 times out of 10 it's just like a promotional or a demotional. It's somebody trying to either sell it to you or to make it take it off of the shelf in your mind. So you have to really look it up. What you mean, Sire King? And what it is, Angelo. Misandrist has real what, my friend? Or they are real. I respect atheists more than modern Christianity because atheists because cause and effect and consequences. Yeah, you got to do your own research, in my opinion. I think the best way to do it is your own research, but also it's going to be deeper than just reading the translation. You got to look into the etymologies because see these translations can even lead you astray. Yeah, I mean, so like before, see that's the thing. Like I can't actually tell you a religion that I can tell you I'm in connection in faith and following God, and I can tell you that I will study um, definitely beginning with the major religions and even further down in the course of my life if I'm granted the time period to do so. But when I do it, it's gonna be stunning it, aka I have to get familiar with the tongue it was spoken in. I have to get familiar with the etymology, you know what I mean? The understanding of what was really being said, not what these people translated, because my connection with God is so important that I can't allow someone else who has translated this person may have been flawed, is flawed, is human. So therefore I have to make sure that I've gone through the correct process to make sure I understand what they were saying and I've taken in all the possibilities of what could have meant to been said there. I will tell you this, Muslim people, their energy feels genuine, very genuine. Where when you get around some Christian people that it feels very much a lot of times it doesn't feel as genuine, but I will say sometimes it does with Christian people as well, but typically when it comes to like Muslims, it does feel more genuine. Yeah, Jesus didn't speak English, speak Arabic. Arabic. But yeah, much love, peace, positivity. You already know us, your boy, to whom this concern, such lives around the world, motivated and inspiring, seeking to build a positive, amazing well-functioning community. We're on the road to 2K subscribers, but more importantly, we're on the road to a better life and to becoming a better role model day in and day out. I'm gonna take a nap, um, but I will catch you all, and I'll give it a pause to see if Potato has any more questions. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to cut this off. This is a good moment. I really believe that it is important that people get into faith and study of faith. You know what I mean? Because the only problem with atheists is yes, they believe in cause and effect, but they don't believe in purpose. And that is important because when you live with a realization of purpose, you tend to impact people around you better. You know what I mean? In my opinion. The purpose, well, from my perspective of the information I've collected, the purpose of life is it's a lesson. It's to learn. It's to collect wisdom and knowledge, and also to make choices. Um, in my opinion, the better choices, the right choices, are choices that don't suffer you or other people around you. And if there's slight suffering to go through in order for a collective positive, and submission is also a thing. You have to be obedient. If something gives you life, if something gives you something you had no access to before, and if we understand life, we begin to understand that everything you do affects and impacts not just you but everything around you. So now you're given this great power. It comes with a great responsibility. So life is a test of knowledge, wisdom, and obedience. In my opinion. You know, that's what I believe. But once again, my friends, much love, peace, and positivity. I will catch y'all in a future live stream, most likely today. If not today, well, probably today. It'll be today at some point for sure. Um, but much love, peace, positivity. You all stay blessed. Blessings be upon your family, and keep a clean, positive, clear mind, and search for that which is greater than you. It is important. How you doing, Alexia? I'm sorry you caught us at the end, but I will catch you later. Much love, peace, positivity. Y'all